What is going on, everyone? KM Dolph back for your weekly installment of Transport Fever 2 in this Riverdream series. Before we get into today's episode, guys, make sure you like this video as quickly as you possibly can. Comment your suggestions for future episodes, like and follow me on Facebook as always, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already, and click the notification button so you can keep up to date with all things KM Dolph. And now, with the usual intro stuff out of the way, we're back here today in Melbourne. I know at the end of last episode I said I was going to spend some time doing the freight delivery services for both Melbourne and Plainsville. Well, I've already done it because I don't want to waste, that 30 to 40 minute mark of doing stuff as it is. As you can see, Plainsville's got its own truck system. There's a truck here somewhere. I don't know where he's gone, but he's around. Little tarpaulin truck somewhere. Don't know where he is yet. I'm sure he'll be around. But yes, so what we're doing today, as I make the world's most horrific roundabout turn, we are going to make our way out to merry old Alexandria and finish this line off. Yes, that's what we're basically going to do. I am going to try and incorporate... Am I going to try and incorporate stuff? I have got this out here. Now, I could do things with that, or at least set the groundwork for it. Either way, I mean, I could make stuff happen, because I've got that over there. Now, I could quite easily organise some sort of a little, I don't know, something. Could organise a little train to come down here, or come out from Melbourne and create a new line that comes off of here somewhere and branches out over here to drop all the stuff over here. And I could do that, and I could do it quite comfortably. The only issue I've got is that once I've got steel, I really don't know what to do with it. Because if I zoom out and we have a look at this major island that I've been working on for the last several episodes, there is nothing here that benefits from me making steel. Nor is there anything on the David W. Town line where there's the oil refinery there and a fuel refinery down there. And a food farm. And that's literally all we have. What about over here at Utherdurn, Dunmatter? So you haven't got anything either. You just got... Zadash just has a fuel refinery. In hindsight, probably should have put more industry in this game. But nevertheless, these things happen. So that's going to be, as I zoom over the map at a rate speed of knots, the only thing I can think of to do is to eventually get this out to here. So we're going to have to arrange... Where is it? It's over here. Okay. So we're going to have to arrange some sort of way to get the steel back into Melbourne, which is doable because I could create another line and create a fifth side of the track. I could get stuff dropped off into here. We could then organise some sort of a port, Duvalaki, which is actually quite doable. And we could hoik it up to, I don't know, either Sydney or Riverbed. Probably Sydney, because Sydney looks like it could use a nice big port. And then we run a train or something along the line to wherever it needs to get to, over into here to Tucked? I don't know, either way. Run it into there, and then we could make goods. The only thing in that respect then is that Sydney, Tuckertown and Forestville are the only ones that are going to benefit from the goods. No city that I currently have connected to anything requires that. They all require the tools, the fuels, the foods, and in some smaller scenarios, i.e. Evansville and Trostenwald, they require bricky brick, the construction materials. Now, the one thing that I probably haven't set up yet, which I'm going to have a look at momentarily, Because I just realised that we haven't queued the intro yet. So let's cue that, and then I'll show you exactly what I just had a thought of after the other side of the intro. So we'll see you soon.
It's all the same when you're out of your mind, changing colors to hide from the blistering lights. They still burn in my...
Okay, we're back from the intro now, and we're sitting here in between Evansville and David W. Town. What I was contemplating was the fact that this ship, this one here, only carries that. It doesn't carry anything else, which is equal parts good, equal parts annoying. And then what I also want to eventually do is I want to get rid of this nonsense, because I don't think that's going to do anything more than what it's doing. It does get some passengerage, but you know, there's a lot more that we could be doing with that, and I plan on doing a lot more with that. What I do plan on doing is either at David W. Town somewhere, or possibly down here in Trostenwald, although probably not, because it's not really connected to any sort of train line. What about here in Liamsville? What have you got? Other than a lot of noise. Yeah, see, no one really has the... There's Thomas. Hello, Thomas. He's doing his bit. There's not really anywhere where I could chuck an airport. Because I do eventually want to get some planes up and going between the starter island, which I have a knack for doing, and this island here. It's obviously not going to come into Evansville because there's just no room for it. So it would probably have to come out here to maybe Gresham. I'd have to sit here and demolish or terraform a whole bunch of this. But I mean, it's doable. It's just going to be a very, very short flight. The only other alternative is if I fly them all the way up here to Hillsdale, which is very doable, because Hillsdale is where both these lines connect. It's where the most passengers are going to get from anywhere to anywhere, and it also makes the most sense. So I'm probably going to do that at some point, but that's not what we're doing today. We are doing... What are we doing? We're going to build a... We're going to go out here to Alexandria. Yeah, you know what? We can have that end right there on that highway. That's fine. Let's get started by setting up our end-of-line thingamajig. We do not want catenaries. We do want high speed. And, of course, naturally, we want all the good things that come with all of this. Now, is it wiser to build down there, or is it wiser to go out here? No, it's probably going to be wiser just to... Hello, Akron. You need goods and whatever the hell that is. I forget what that is. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. What was I doing? I was organising this. But you got distracted. Because you're a goose. Now, the easiest thing to do here is probably going to be just a single... No, I'm not doing single. That's just silly and dumb. Do we build it up here just for... Oh, hello. New year. New stuff. It is now 1995 for those playing at home. We've got a BR Mark. We've got some Cascadia semi-conglomerate, some tarpaulin trucks and a tank truck, an EWS and a couple of planes. Lovely. Yeah, I think... I really don't know, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I could do this, but I also don't want to do that. I'd much rather have it out here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go... Oh, now you're connecting up. There you go. So we're going to remove 3 buildings. That's fine. Get rid of them. We don't care. Right. Then we're going to go back into here and have a quick look at what this... Ah, for crying out loud. I don't like that. No, I don't. Alright. Delete. Actually, No, don't delete. We are going to even out all of this nonsense. Actually, you know what? There's actually nothing I can do about that. No, there really is nothing I can do about that. Other than, you know, terraform the entire area and just make it all look the same. I don't really want to delete the road, but I also want something that's a little bit flatter. Yeah, I kind of do want something that's a little bit flatter. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, delete it. Get deleted. Oh, this looks a lot better. Go with that one. Yeah, it's a lot flatter. Looks a lot nicer. Yep, train line can go there. On the inside of that. Then what we need is we need to configure this into those things that we need. That. Platforms, we need the goods. Clunk, 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 clunk. Yep, that all looks fine. Miscellaneouses. No, you know what? I'm going to leave that side open because that's a fun thing to do. We do need a cargo building, which we're going to have to plonk somewhere. Which I did not, once again, did not give thought to prior to starting this up. Fine. You know what? I will create its own little side thing for that. That will be fine. Is that a main building? Yeah, it's a main building. I don't want a medium. I want a side building. There you go. You go there. You'll get removed, but I don't care. Right, so that can go there. And then what I've got to do is I've got to do a little quick bit of terraforming. Just to make this all nice and flat so that I can get a little road and another bit down that. And that will look... That might actually look the part. What I am going to do is I'm going to use country roads. Hiya! We haven't decided on what we're using here yet. So you know what? I'm just going to go no for now, and I'm just going to create that particular routage. And that looks absolutely god-awful. So you know what? We're going to go about this a different way. We're going to hoik you along there, like so, so that you get hoiketed, and then we're going to go for that, and then we're going to hoik you down to that, and then we're going to go back over here and grab us some of this one, and we're going to go hoik you onto that. And that way then, they've actually got an excuse for coming up into that. I like that. That actually looks a lot better. Gives it its own sort of purpose, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Now, the other thing I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to hit the pause button. And then I'm going to unhit the pause button. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of highway and I'm just going to go, hiya. There you go. Now you can have something that actually makes a little bit of sense. Since I'm going to run train line all along here anyway. Right. So, that's now done. Now we need to start doing some train line. We don't want catenary. Stop trying to make it a thing. Alright, what has that done? No. Absolutely not. No. No. Get. Alright, let's try the railroads again. Don't you try and give me slope, sunshine. Why does it persist on doing these things that it does? Alright, what has that done? Let's put that there like that, has it? What if I did that? What does that do? Creates a little bit of a... Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. Still gives it a little bit of a clunkety clunk to go at the end. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's go with that. And this one comes out all the way over here as well and goes, oh yeah. And then at some point I've got to cross over. Yeah, at some point I've got to cross this over. Yep, that's fine. You can do a tunnel. I don't mind the tunnel. Yep, again, I don't mind this. Uh-oh. Righto. Don't know what that is, but you're doing it. Yeah, right, okay. And you're just going to create that out the side, are you? What if I want to do that one? That is a giant-ass tunnel. And I don't know that I like it. Which line have I grabbed? So that one's got to come in and go around the inside. Inside, hang on. It's got to come in on the inside. Ah, righto, so you've got to go over here. Right, there you go. That's you sorted. Now, what if I went like that? You won't let me, first and foremost, for reasons, because that's in the way. Right. I mean, that's an easy fix, but, you know. Yep, tunnels, tunnels, tunnels everywhere, but no, we're not having tunnels. We're just going to hoik that through that, and that's going to look nice. Yep, done. And then we'll hoik you around the same way. It's just going to be one of those trains that just decides to glide through a Duvalaki. Through a canyon. I don't mind the canyon aspect of this. I've done it once before in this game already. I don't mind doing it again. Right, what's your major malfunction? I dare ask, what is your major malfunction? Why will you not do these things? Yeah, there you go. Now you'll do it. Yep. And then we'll hoik you around here. Find your other companion on the other side of this most likely tunnel. And then there you go. Done. Now the only thing I've got to fix is this nonsense. Because it gives you massive lumpage, and we don't like the lumpage. So, let's go and delete some... Yeah, I know. I know what I did. Now, I reckon I could make this work. What if I did that, but then went under? If I built you under there, how do you actually look? No, you look terrible. I could make a bridge. I could make a bridge. Even though we've got apparent bridge pillar collisionage, which we don't like. We don't like the bridge pillar collisions. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hoik this around here like that. No. Okay, so we're not going to make that work. What does that do? Does that create any lump in my track? No, it doesn't. Alright, well that works. And then we'll just hoik that around here. Hoik. And then we'll just hoik you onto that, like that. Although I want to make it straight. So, go straight. Yeah, that looks fine. And then if we do this and we go boom, 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 boom. And we do it in the least stupid way possible. Yep, that works. But get rid of that and get rid of that because I don't want it. There you go. Now you got yourself a nice straight piece of road that does unfortunately hoik around this thing, but that's fine because it's what it needs to do. And then, see, I don't get this game sometimes with its road placements. Let's try this again. No. I mean, that does look kind of cool. Run a bridge alongside. Yeah, why not? Tell me, in what realistic world can I not do this? I don't mind this. Old stone bridge. Oh yeah, that actually looks kind of cool. It's a cement bridge. Nothing wrong with a cement bridge. Yeah, do it, build it. Make it. It's happened, it's done. And then just hoik that down to there like that. Get rid of that because I don't want that. Yeah, and then that, yeah, that's a nice, that is a nice looking piece of highway. Look at it. It's so simplistic in its design. Said nobody ever. Alright. Diamond crossing. Because we're at that point where you'll need a diamond crossing. Diamond crossing. UK, yep, that's the one. That one there, that one there, that there, that there. We're going to need a few of these because we're going to end up chucking a whole bunch more trains on here. Nothing in the tunnels, please. Tunnels is free range. Yep. Right, delete that one, please. Thank you very much. Back onto this. And we go hiya hiya. Whack another one. We're down in the groove now. This is good. This is exactly what we wanted. I like that cliffside that runs alongside the track. That looks really good. No! I put you, my dear friend, in the wrong place. Can I delete you, please? Thank you. Here we go. Oh, now we're going into the little. Oh no, nothing that huge. Right, that's you. And then you come out there from the station. That's fine. The next thing I need to do is go back into my rails. Because you need to connect back onto this thing at some point, like so. And then you need to come out here and do that, like so. And that actually looks the part. Doesn't look horrendously terrible by any stretch. Put that one there because you're going to need that. And then we can come in here. I can do a beleting. Yeah, I know. I know. You don't like me for a moment. I know. I get it. Because you're about to have your mainline passenger routes. Yeah, here we go. Let's just manage the main lines. Plainsville to Melbourne. You, my friend, are then going to make your merry way out to there. You're then going to stop back off through here. And away you go. And you're done. Hillsdale Mainline passenger maneuver. Once you've been to Melbourne, my dear friend, you can make your merry way out to there, make your merry way back through here, and then off you go. And you should be done. And now our train's got a problem. What's your problem? There's nothing wrong with you. Don't be silly. No, I don't want to hear this nonsense. You get on the Hillsdale Mainline passenger. And there you go. Now you're fine. No warnings. Love it. So, that in essence is now that entire line done. In order to get anything from out there, whether it be coal, iron ore, or even that oil well, I'm going to have to organise something else. I don't know what, but I will look at that in due course. The other thing I did want to do very quickly is I'm going to have to set up the bus network for this, which we'll do while we're on together today, because it's a lot less inconvenient if I do it this way. Now, the question is, we did trams in Melbourne, we did buses in Plainsville. Do I want to do trams again? I mean, the simple, easy answer to that question is yes. We like trams. Trams are fun. And I won't even use the light rail stuff. I'll use the actual trams. Yeah, let's do that. All right, going to roads. Let's upgrade some roads. Let's do it. Electric. Upgrade tool. There you go. Yeah. 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 What I'm also going to do very quickly is I'm going to go... Yeah. And I'm going to upgrade a whole bunch of this. And then we're going to upgrade that, and 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 probably that, and probably that, and that, and that, and that, and that. You know what? I'm just going to upgrade the whole bloody lot of it because I don't really care. I'm going to have buses, trams, and all manner of different things just making my way through the city. Therefore, none of it really even matters. The one thing I will do is I will upgrade that little bit of road so that it goes right through to the traffic lights so that people can then do whatever they need to do. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Main Street, get upgraded. That is also a main street. Can also get upgraded. Anything that's a main strip is getting upgraded right now. You know what? I really don't mind that I'm doing this. Because they will rebuild. As odd as that may seem, they will rebuild. You watch them. I can't do that one, and that annoys me slightly. Slightly, not majorly. You know what? Just do the whole bloody thing. The people of this fair city will, in time, rebuild. Therefore, they are not really losing out on much. There you go, just get upgraded. Get upgraded. Get upgraded. Is that everything that's upgraded that's within a certain particular radius? Yes, it is. That's good. I like that. These guys will rebuild very quickly because they've now got passenger and everything else coming their way. And I've got $296 million dues, so I'm not exactly worried about cost. All right, buildings. I'm going to use this happy little fella because it just seems like the thing to do. And I am going to chuck it right across the road from the train station because that also seems like just the right thing to do. No, I don't want to hear that. All right, there you go. You can go right there. Right on the corner. Yep, and that works fine. It does look like they've done a bit of extra work to it, and that's fine. I'm not terribly upset with that. The other thing I will get set up while we're here is some form of... Oh, you know what? I should have gone with one of them. Never mind. Trucking. Here we go. I just want a little one. Can I have a little one, or are you gonna cause me all no end of grief? I get the feeling you're gonna cause me no end of grief. You're too small for that. I mean, this could work if I plonk that in here. See, I don't mind the aspect of having a truck doing deliveries and having trams do the passenger. I'm not opposed to that at all. So you know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to move that slightly over this way so that I don't end up destroying those people's homes. Because apparently I care. Apparently. Don't know why, but apparently I do. Alright, so now we've done that tramway. We then need to organise the people's bus and tram stops. These are the ones. Where are we going to go first? You know what? We'll probably go down as far as here, so that these people can have some sort of an opportunity of getting on and off a bus. We'll then make another stop off over here, so that those people have an opportunity. We'll then put one in there and one in there. We'll then put one over here and one over here. We'll then whack another one. We'll probably go up here, just for fun. Then we're going to come back down through here, but not before stopping off up here. There you go. And then where are you going to go after that? Didn't think of that part, did you? Yeah, you know what? Just do that. And then they can mosey their way around here and come back into there. Yep, done. Lovely. Alright, let's set up the line for Alexandria. Alexandria commuter. All the way up the top this time. First time I've used an A. Right, so you're going to go there. Then you're going to go there. Then you're going to go there. Then there. Then there. Then there. Then there. Then there. Then there. Right, so you go everything up until 6th. Why do you do these things in the way that you do? Highland Street, platform 2. Oh, it's because I haven't done the roads. Rude. How could I have not done the roads? Unbelievable. There you go. Now you can get upgraded. There you go. Now that'll make you happy, won't it? Go back into here. Highland. Have your number 1 again. Then we go down to 14th Street. You need number 2s. Hey. Give me that. Yeah, that's better. And then you mosey your way back into there. Back onto 14th Street. Lovely. Then you add station and you go into Alexandria again. Then you go out to here. Then you go to there. Then you go to there. Then you go to there. Then you go to here. Then you go to here. Then you go to here. Then you go to there. And that, realistically... No, see, they're not... I need a little waypoint. Is there a waypoint on these? Yes, there's a waypoint. Make a waypoint. Go back into here. When you go and leave Alexandria the second time, before you get to 14th Street, I'd like you to go here. Okay. It's on the way back the first time, apparently you don't want to do it. Okay, well let's put you there then. And then we'll do this one. So before you get back to Alexandria and you go to 14th Street the first time, I would like you to go here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a miracle? And there you go. That is effectively Alexandria done. Well, for trams anyway. Now, where am I going to stick a tram station? I hear you ask. Well, Why not here in the mountains with this other industrial building? Because that just seems like a thing to do. All the way to the back. Here we go. Flip it around. Here we go. Here we go. Construction. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to put it that far in. No, that looks terrible. Let's not put it out there. Let's go... Where can we go? Can we go out here, right in the middle? No, you're not going to like that too much. Right. You'll just have to go out here, sunshine. There you go. You go there. All right, chuck a couple of trams on this. We got these things. We got all the things. I mean, it's not like we're short on... We're certainly not short on trams. Where's that? Have I still got those old Skoda things? Where are they? What are these? I don't even know what they are. I don't think I've got the Skodas just yet. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so what are we going to chuck in town? I mean, we could just go with something like that. That would be simple. Yeah. You know what? Let's just whack these things in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because you're going to need quite a few for this. Because it's a big line. All right, hit play. I said hit play. There you go. Let's see what these trams look like for starters. Because if I don't like them, I'm going to change them. Oh yeah, they look the part. Minus the fact they look like they fishtail around a corner. Is what it is. I don't know. Let's have a quick look at something else. Yeah, those are a bit better. I like these. Go with them. How do these things look going into here? Yes, that's the ticket. Look at that. Doesn't look anywhere near as bad going around that corner, which is brilliant. Beautiful. Now we got stuff going everywhere. And that, my friends, is effectively that line done. It will help me spread out things a lot more once trains start going past Melbourne. But we'll have to get to that point soon. People wanting to go to Alexandria for reasons. That's fascinating. I'm not going to complain about it. I just think it's fascinating. What's the first train coming? It would be a freight train. There you go. Freight. There you go. So what that leads me to believe now is that because that train, that one freight train is doing such a horrendous haul, is he might actually need a bit of help getting all this stuff. Because there's a lot of it. Although it gives it a lot more time to organise it, I guess. But yes, I'm going to need something a little bit more metropolitan-y, if that makes any sense, than these two trains. These trains are going to have to go. Let's replace... You know what? No, let's go to edit. Because I'm pretty sure I can make more trains from this if I go to the edit section. And this will probably be the last thing we do today. If I do that, yes, see, I can do that. Right, so let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this. Because I think it's time that we whack some solid dieselage on this. Diesel multiple vehicles, what have we got? Nothing that I would even remotely lament to using. Right, that's fine. We need passenger carriages that will happily sit behind a diesel. There's a 1936 coaches and I'm not using them. And I'm definitely not using them either. They do 130. They do 200. They do 160. What about the Bombardier? The Metros? And the China? See, British Rail just seems to be the way to go with this. Don't ask me why. It just does. And I don't really know why, and it sort of annoys me a little bit. 26, 26, 25. Yeah, righto. Makes it 120 metres long, but it carries 150 passengers. Chuck a diesel on the front of it, and we should be in business. Just need a diesel that goes fast enough. Which I don't believe that we might actually have. Is this a call for electric? Nah, surely not. I don't really want to go for that. I mean, these things do 145 kilometres an hour, but they are god-awfully noisy. 105, 120, 120, 129. Yeah, see, this is that. British Rail at 218. Will you actually pull that? Not comfortably. What about a Class 47? What about you? Mediocre, but you go 153 kilometres an hour, which is exactly what I need you to do. Yeah, right, we're going to go with you. And then I'm going to whack you, whack a red one, go back down to my B marks. There you go. And then I'm going to create another one, because I reckon we need it. Diesel. Was that a Class 47 I was just using? Yes. Yes, it is. Let's do an intercity. You know what? Let's move him down one. And let's move this to the front of the train. There you go. And now we go back into passenger carriages. Scroll back down to where these bloody things are. 5 variances. Is there a red one? No, there's not. So guess what, buddy? You're getting these. No, what are you doing? You git. There you go. 156 capacity, 150 capacity, 156 capacity. So, I mean, that is what it is. So now if we do that, and we go, hiya, that will create me a third train, without me having to work for it. Hopefully. Depending on what the game decides to do in the next 3 seconds. There it is. If we quickly zip up here to the Duva, we might actually see him come out. Yeah, there he is. Look at him. Because that doesn't sound ominous. Look at this. Passengers everywhere. Now, is it long enough for the station? Oh, look at that. It fits. Brilliance. Oh, look. I've got NRs. Oh, if I'd only waited. Yeah, stupid bloody thing. Alright, you know what? Go back into this. We're going to go edit these trains again. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Right, starting from the top. Hit up the diesels. Oh, these only do 115 kilometres an hour. Oh, that's annoying. Nah, I need the speed. I need the speed. Because they've got to try and keep up with this Garrett that's gonna go a bit ham. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is that done. Now, have I got a train heading out of anywhere? Oh, hello. You've come back. Well, at least you're making me money. Can't complain about that. I mean, I can definitely complain about this. Look at this ridiculousness. Yeah, just run them all over. Bugger them. Oh, look. It's a train. With 87 out of 150 passengers on board. Yeah, I think that definitely looks the part. Dropped a few people off. Now you're racking with a full 150. There's still 55 passengers on board. And giddy up. And he's off. Lovely. Well, folks, there you go. That is the latest episode done. Let's go and sit up here and... Oh, look at that. There's the Intercity. 50 passengers already waiting up here in Alexandria. And as I told you, they were going to start rebuilding anyway, and look at just how good they're doing. There you go. Drop all that off, pick all that up, and away you go. Let's watch him take off before we call the end of the episode. Goodbye, Intercity. There you go. Just like that. I am rather happy with how that turned out. I am rather happy with this little tram set that I've got here. It all appears to be working the part at the moment. But there you go. Guys, that will do it for today. Next episode, what are we going to do? Because there's nothing up here to transport back down to anywhere. So Alexandria is really not getting much of anything. All the trains that are coming up here are literally just either dropping off freight or picking and dropping off passengers. Because there is literally no freight around Alexandria for me to benefit from. Which is what it is. Next episode, what might we do? That's a very good question. I mean, we may as well branch out to something. Melbourne's now set up and doing its thing. Plainsville's set up and doing its thing. Sandringham out here is doing its bit with all of its planks and wood and other bits. It's too early for coal and iron ore, but I've got a great idea for incorporating that and bringing it in through Alexandria to get it shipped down past Melbourne, down to this little thing to bring the steel stuff back into Melbourne. So we'll worry about that in a future episode, because I've got to get tools out to flipping over here. So we're going to have to get this all up and running at some stage as well. Devonport, Orange and Greenbar, I'm probably going to leave because there's nothing benefiting from them until I get more freight up and running. So we'll wait for that. But, yeah, we'll move on to something new in the next episode, because Alexandria now just needs time to reboot and he'll be away at the races, and that'll be fine. But guys, that'll do. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. As I said, all the likes and comments and everything at the beginning of the episode. And I will see you guys for the next installment in this Transport Fever 2 Riverdream series. Take care, everyone.